The only thing that's going to set this bike apart from the base Speed Triple is basically the carbon fiber accents, the blue frame, and other components that have accentuated the bike and separates it from the base model and also from the R model. The other thing that separates this from the other two models is that there are only going to be 200, that's right, 200 of these special edition Speed Triple models made. Now, I'm not sure if that's just for the United States or if it's worldwide. I've been left with the impression that it is worldwide. There will only be 200 of these special edition Speed Triples available. The seat, although it looks like authentic suede, I got to run my hand over it and take a really close look at it. I believe it's synthetic suede with the stitching accents in it, which make it look really nice. This is probably going to be a bike that you'll either love or you'll hate. Why would Triumph just basically slap a different paint job and some body accents, carbon fiber accents, and that sort of thing on what has come to be an iconic world-class street fighter? It's, in my opinion, somewhat disappointing that they would do this. When you think of special edition, you think of things like upgraded suspension, upgraded brakes, more horsepower, some other accoutrements or accessories that are not to be found on any other bike or any other model. Now, granted, the carbon fiber accents, the blue frame, and everything obviously aren't going to be found on the other models, but really, when you think about it, it's just a cosmetic difference, mostly, than it is a mechanical or engineering difference that separates the bikes. It seems like a lot of the manufacturers are sort of following suit with this same, and this is across the spectrum, whether you're looking at a special edition automobile or whether you're looking at a special edition motorcycle. They're just making cosmetic and superficial alterations to the bikes as opposed to making really substantive changes to the engineering aspects of the bike that really would separate it from the other models of the bikes. I would have liked to have seen them added 20 horsepower to the bike. I would have liked to have seen them put maybe do a carbon fiber wheel treatment or a unique wheel treatment in addition to the paint scheme. I would have liked to have seen them do some sort of unique suspension tweaks or changes to the bike as a special edition. And granted, if it were $3,000 more than, let's say, the Speed Triple R, then that increase of cost would have been a substantive justification for having a special edition Speed Triple. The other thing that somewhat annoyed me was the fact that they didn't even give you an upgraded exhaust treatment for the bike. I mean, for Pete's sakes, if you're going to make a special edition bike, why wouldn't you put like a nice Aero exhaust, a full racing exhaust on the bike to have it a special edition? But, then again, maybe this is nitpicking. Obviously, they have to do things to keep the cost down to make the bike saleable as well. The other thing that was disappointing is that they've retained the plastic master cylinder reservoirs for the front and the rear brakes, and that was also another disappointment for me as well. But as for the color of the bike, the color scheme, the paint scheme, I suppose the jury is still out for me on this bike. What they really should have done to make this a special edition was to make it a fully faired bike. It would have been like no other. But then again, it would have not been a street fighter. So 2013 Special Edition Triumph Speed Triple.
Cut.